So in the previous video we studied about how to calculate slope or how to calculate average value of a straight line, straight graph. Okay. Now let us take a curved graph. This is your home, this is your school, but both the points are not joined with a straight line. Your motion is non-uniform, so it will be a curved line. Okay. And I ask you to find the slope. Again, what will you do? What we did in straight line? In straight line graph, we took these values. Suppose this value was y2, this value was y1, and we took this value 0, 0 coordinates. Okay, and we made a triangle and we found the slope by calculating tan theta perpendicular by base. But now we have a problem. How will you calculate tan theta? For calculating tan theta, we need a right triangle. We do not have hypotenuse. If I make a hypotenuse by joining these 2 points with a straight line, then it is not touching the actual path of the journey. It is not touching the curve. That means it will not give me a correct value. So what will we do now? Now we cannot find the particular, the actual speed of this graph. Now if I try to use this formula, this will again give me a value of 10 km/h, but it is not talking anything about the motion. Okay, for identifying the motion we need to find the slope. Now how will we find the slope in this? Let us give another example. This is earth. We all know what a horizon is. You look straight, okay, horizontal to the surface of the earth, and at the end, at the farthest point, there is horizon where the earth and sky appear to meet. That is your horizon. Okay. So if you are standing here and you are looking at the horizon like this, your horizon is looking, you are looking at the horizon like this, then you will see a curved line. It is natural. Earth is curved. The surface of earth is curved. So you will obviously see a curved line. Okay. But suppose you are standing on the building and because of the population you cannot see very far away. What will you see? What will the shape of horizon? It will be a straight line. But if you stand on a beach and look at the ocean, the horizon will be a curved line. You must have noticed this in TV, or if you have visited the beach and buildings, on the top of buildings. What is the problem here? Sometimes we are seeing curved line, sometimes we are seeing straight line. The problem, actually there is no problem. It is just that whenever we are seeing a straight line, we are seeing only a very small part of a very large earth curve. Okay, so if I bring these 2 points together, here the curve is getting less curvy, and if I bring the 2 points very close, this is curve, and I bring the 2 points very close, then it is almost a straight line, right? So similar thing if I apply here, if I bring these 2 points close together, what will I get? I will get a straight line. So I am bringing it here closer together, and eventually the 2 points are so close that they are almost the same point. Notice this, they are not the same point, they are almost same point. Okay, their values are almost same. They are not, their values are not equal, they are almost equal. Okay, how do you explain that? Your distance between home and school was 10 kilometers. Okay, this distance was 10 kilometers. Now I am doing this to find a straight line. I am making these 2 points come together. Suppose home is here and I am bringing school together. What will happen if I am bringing school together? At some point the distance between home and school will be 8 kilometers. At some point it will be 5 kilometers, and I am bringing it closer, 1 kilometer between home and school. If I bring them further closer, 0.5 kilometers, 0.25 kilometers, and keep on bringing it closer. At some point the distance between them will be 0.1 kilometer. Now what is the next point? Now if I shift school a little bit towards home, what will be the next value will I get? Will I get 0? No. What will I get? I will get the value 0.01. Then even closer, 0.001, 0.0001, and this will, as you move closer, it will keep on going like this, but it is never approaching exact 0. You getting my point? The 2 points are getting closer and closer. They are getting so close that they are almost zero. Practically they are almost zero, but they are not actually, the distance between them are not actually zero. Okay, and this particular concept, this particular fundamental is the basis of our limits and differentiation. How do we apply this in formula? We take the same thing, same slope formula, and we are applying limit. Okay, the first thing, the limit, I told you in the previous video at the starting. Limit, what am I doing? I am making the 2 points come close together. Choose anyone, x or y, and we generally choose the denominator. Okay, so x2 minus x1, the value of x2 minus x1 is approaching 0. It is tending towards 0. So how it is written? It is written in this form. This is short for limit, LIM. Limit of delta x upon delta y upon delta x, where delta x is tending towards 0. It is an arrow sign, it is not an equal to sign. Delta x is tending towards 0. It is approaching towards 0. It is going towards 0, whatever you want to say, but it is never equal to 0. Because of this, what will happen? If this was x2 and x1 and I am bringing them closer, then y2 and y1 will also come closer. If this is the new position of x2 and x1, then this will be new position of y2 by y1. If this is the new position of x2 by x1, then this will be the new position of y2 by y1. So as I am bringing x2 and x1 closer, y2 and y1 are also coming close and they are approaching 0. This, in the terms of differentiation, is written as dy by dx. Change in y with respect to change in x. Basic definition of slope. So this is nothing new. We are still calculating the slope, but now we are able to calculate slope of a curved graph also. How do we do it in numericals? That will come later. Right now understand the concept. So slope and limit both mean change in y with respect to change in x. Take an equation, y equals to 3x square plus 2x plus 1. Suppose this is the equation of y. Now if I change the value of x, the value of y will also change. So this is the same thing that we are doing here. In both the slope and dy by dx, we are calculating change in y with respect to change in x. And to calculate this change for a curved line, what did we do? We brought y2, y1 and x2, x1 closer to each other. We divided this entire path into infinite number of very small parts. The two parts at the end, the 2 points of x and y are so close that the distance between them is almost equal to 0. Almost equal to 0. Always remember that. Never equal to 0, almost equal to 0. Okay. So this is your basic for differentiation. So we are not going to teach differentiation any further. In the next video, we will see how do we apply this for solving the numericals.